He comes and goes without leaving a trace, only appearing at the most critical moments. He's highly knowledgeable, and he likes to share his observations with others. She has a cold and stern
What is
exterior,
this?
and her spotless battle record has earned her renown throughout Fontaine.
I like the music.
She is an unusual-looking Melusine with an equally unique perspective on the world.
Yeah,
And now,
the right
their
statement.
voice actors have all gathered here today to deliver the version 4.7 special program.
Makes that sound like he's whispering for no reason.
Hello, travelers. My name is Zach Aguilar, and I voice the male traveler. Today, our hosts for the special program include...
Hello, everybody. I'm Yuri Lowenthal, the voice of Dainsleif. You may know me from all those new character intro videos and occasionally dropping lore on y'all.
And I'm Sarah Williams, the voice of the head nurse at the Fortress of Maripede, Siegeween. She's there keeping everybody all healthy and nice and making sure everybody feels good.
And hey everyone, I'm Crystal Lee, the voice of Fontaine's champion duelist, Clorand. Pew pew pew, let's get it.
All right, nice.
Oh my
So
God.
we've got a traveler, a man of mystery, a duelist, and a
Why
healer.
does that sound like a
I think
bard's
it's the
tale?
perfect adventuring party.
It's like a bard would be singing too.
What a wild coincidence, you guys. I just received an invitational letter to a new domain.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not a
imagine that.
coincidence.
Gee whiz, where
Thank
did
you.
that come
That's
from?
just destiny.
Yeah,
Willikers.
definitely. You know, this new domain seems to be right behind us, but in order to complete the challenge, we'll need to tackle several missions first.
Well, then what are we waiting for? Let's do this.
Traveler, Paimon, would you join us and play Marechaussee Hunter Judgment Day?
Okay.
This script was adapted from the real history of the Marechaussee Hunters. You all will play the role of hunters from a bygone era and resolve a series of events unfolding in the capital.
Looks like we're getting a new
Many
area,
of my
Fontaine.
habits are customs I've adopted from the Marechaussee hunter tradition. They fought against monsters, while I fight against lawbreakers. For when I draw my blade, I am but an instrument of
That is a
Fontaine's
nice
law.
looking sword.
Loaded.
Oh, I like the animations.
Time to testify.
Madam Mage says that every page of a storybook is a segment
Madam
of the
Mage.
present.
It's so vast and mysterious. There must be quite a story behind this place. So, I'll explore this place with you to the end. Let's never stop hoping for victory.
I'm not curious who the mage in question is supposed to be.
Move or be moved!
Not that I doubt your fighting ability, of course. It's just
What is
so
going
much
on?
more dangerous in there than I ever imagined.
Nothing
well,
strange
if it
here.
hurts, just let me know. Let's blow bubbles!
Aw, that's adorable.
Don't be nervous. Just relax.
A strange disease, one I suspect that every Fontainian suffers from.
But they don't trust me at all. Do you really think it matters whether I'm Melusine or a human?
I don't believe Master would suddenly disappear for no reason. There must have been something she just had to do.
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and
Gonna
thus
meal?
their souls became cleansed and pure.
The way he's holding his sword, he must be a real Marechaussee hunter.
You used it yourself, didn't you? That's why you have a human appearance.
That's quite the gamble. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap.
Oh shit.
One day, I shall have my vengeance.
That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal. The Loom of Fate has already been completed.
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
So we're finally getting into the... Should we trust Dainsleif, finally? what felt like was the case with the last Abyss Archon quest. Well, should we really trust him? Can he really be trusted? I guess we'll just have to find out. I am curious of all of what was shown there. Because that looked like some of the structure from Economia. I'm curious where all of this is taking place. Because it looks like a mixture of Sumeru with Fontaine. But who knows? Could be a new area of Fontaine. Because I think we're still missing a few Hydroculus missing. I like the splash art. Aw, that's adorable. That's adorable, the little stickers. Either way, this is gonna be good. And hey, we finally get to see our sibling again after 2 years of not seeing them. Damn. that really sounds depressing. Yikes. Definitely can't wait to see all these characters. I think I'm more excited for both Cloran and Sejuani. Is that those... I don't know about him. I'm a little on the fence. But I guess we'll have to wait and see what his gameplay is all about. And what it circles around about. Curious what this patch has in store. Because I already saw some stuff. Just trying to pull this video up. And now I'm like, oh boy.
It looks like our first mission is here.
Fancy that.
Mail's
Assemble
here.
your team. Oh, I get it. Our first mission is to introduce the new characters. All right, this is getting exciting.
Here it is.
All right then. Well, how about we start off by introducing Fontaine's strongest champion duelist, Cloran.
You would say that.
It's true.
In my role as champion duelist,
Touché.
my opinions do not matter. For when I draw my blade, I am but an instrument of
God, that sword
Fontaine's
actually
law.
looks cool. Ooh. I do like the like
Ready.
normal attack combo. Yeah.
Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
Whoa. Those animations.
Did you see that all
Yeah, no kidding. They
Those are
really
so cool.
stay true with the Fontaine
Cloran's strength
characters.
actually has a really interesting origin. She inherited it from the Marachose Hunters.
Ooh, the hunters from the artifact set.
Mm-hmm.
The Marachose Hunters were an organization that defeated monsters and upheld justice from the shadows. I think the group's name has also been mentioned in some of Fontaine's historical records.
Yep.
Exactly. The Marachose Hunters have a long history. To modern-day Fontainians, they're nothing more than an old legend from novels and plays, but for Cloran, the Marachose Hunters' legacy is really real. If travelers want to learn more about the Marachose Hunters, then be sure to check out Cloran's story quest in the new version.
I want to learn
No,
more
I was
about the
gonna say.
Marachose Hunters.
Perfect, then let's get into her combat abilities.
I was gonna say,
Cloran
what
is
if it's fitting
categorized
if her
as an
gameplay
electro
fit
sword
with her-
user,
the
but
artifacts?
she actually uses both a sword and a pistolet to attack her enemies during
like
combat.
Candace.
Now, her normal
Sumeru.
attack deals physical damage by performing
Spear
up to
and
5
shield.
consecutive
Sword
strikes.
and gun.
During her charged attack, Cloran uses her pistolet to target enemies in a V shape in front of her.
Oh my
Also,
god.
Cloran has developed a special ritual over the years. She always polishes her weapon before each duel.
That is so dignified of her.
I know, right?
And kind of adorable. Even the champion duelist of Fontaine has a cute side, huh?
Aw.
Sarah is starting to sound just like Sejuani.
Oh,
Oh, you
what?
don't say.
It's probably a meaningful ritual for Cloran, right?
That's exactly right. It's a habit that helps Cloran focus on the opponent in front of her. In fact, Cloran's elemental skill, Hunter's Vigil, is an ability that demonstrates how potent she can be when she's focused. Check this out.
God.
During combat, unleashing Cloran's elemental skill will cause her to enter the Night Vigil state. During this state, Cloran can unleash 2 different types of special attacks. Her normal attacks will be converted into Swift Hunt pistolet attacks, and her elemental skill will be converted into a lunging attack, Impale the Night.
Huh. It looks like Cloran gains a bond of life during her elemental skill. Does the skill have any additional effects?
Oh, good perception on those eyes. Those Swift Hunt Pistolet attacks increase Cloran's Bond of Life, and her lunging attack, Impale the Knight, will clear the Bond of Life.
Wait, so she accumulates the bond with one hand and then clears it with the other?
Basically,
Oh, hey, that's a really good explanation. Yeah, Cloran's special attacks have different effects depending on the value of her Bond of Life. So when her Bond of Life is like relatively low, her Swift Hunt Pistolet attacks have a piercing effect, and they deal greater damage. But when her Bond of Life is relatively high, her lunging attack, Impale the Knight, has a greater AoE and deals higher damage.
Ah, gotcha, I get it. So Cloran is meant to use her pistolet to accumulate a Bond of Life and then use her sword to clear it once it reaches a certain amount. And that way, both attacks benefit each other.
Bingo! Though you should remember the effect of one of Cloran's unique talents. So when she's in the Night Vigil state, any healing other than the one provided by her lunging attack, Impale the Knight, will be converted into a Bond of Life. This unique talent allows different healing effects to alter the pacing of Cloran's gameplay. So travelers can experiment with a variety of different tactical combinations.
That's cool.
Also, although Cloran is most renowned as a champion duelist, she has never forgotten her identity as a Marechaussee hunter. So, during her elemental burst, Last Lightfall, Cloran draws on her Marechaussee hunter heritage to unleash an ancient skill that empowers mortals to fight deadly monsters. This ability allows her to swiftly evade enemy attacks and strike her opponents. Her burst deals AoE electro damage and grants her a Bond of Life based on her max HP.
Wow, that's so cool. But if that power is designed to fight monsters, is it really okay for her to use it in a regular duel?
Good point. I think Cloran just has to adjust the amount of force that she puts behind those blows.
That makes sense.
Also, Cloran can draw on the strength of her companions after unlocking her passive talent, Dark Shattering Flame. Man, that sounds cool. So, when a nearby party member triggers an electro-related reaction, the electro damage dealt by her normal attack and her elemental burst will increase based on her attack value. Though, note, there is a ceiling to the damage bonus that she can gain from this effect. Cloran also has another passive talent called Lawful Remuneration. If her Bond of Life is greater than or equal to a certain percentage, then a change in her Bond of Life value will increase her crit rate.
Oh my
That's
good
right.
lord.
And while she's in the Night Vigil state, the percentage of healing converted into a Bond of Life will increase.
Wow.
Yeah. And finally, being a champion duelist gives Cloran a strong familiarity with all the regions of Fontaine. So, when she's in your party, Cloran can reveal the locations of Fontaine regional resources on the minimap.
So awesome. I'm sure that travelers will be eager to use her to uncover treasure, defeat monsters, and of course, uphold justice.
Not necessarily in that order.
So, Cloran is usually pretty stern and composed as a champion duelist, but I wonder how she unwinds. Like, does she have any hobbies?
Ooh.
I'm sure that she has some interest outside of work. I mean, she's always accepting cosmetic products from Sigewinne and making sure to return the favor because she's sweet.
Aw, and yeah, of course she does. Cloran is an active member of the tabletop troupe during her off hours. So, in version 4.7, travelers won't just have the chance to learn more about the Marechaussee hunters during her story quest, the Reparia chapter.
Nice.
They'll also get to join Cloran on a very special tabletop troupe adventure. Woo! I love TTRPGs so much.
Ooh,
Wow.
I know, I'm so
That's
excited.
A mouthful. Say that 10 times.
And with all of that, that is all the information that I have to share about Cloran. So, next up, let's introduce our adorable little Sigewinne.
Oh, yes. Okay, sorry, too excited. Hold on. We gotta look at her demo first.
Yes.
You only get one body, so you gotta take care of it. But it's just as important to take care of your mind.
The pill. It's probably the funniest thing. Okay, so she's having the similar mechanics as Nervalet.
He might feel a little prick.
Yeah, a little more than a prick. Why am I thinking of the... forget what name of that movie is. It's goddamn Yu-Gi-Oh movie.
Cute, it's
The Pyramid of Light movie.
Wow.
I love her
That
pill
one scene.
so much.
You know what I'm talking about?
ears
Thank you
on
for the
it.
I would
joke.
love to ride around on a bubble like that. She's with her little legs dangling in the air. Oh.
Yeah, with the bubble gun and the giant syringe.
Guys, so cute.
Why do I feel
Those
like there's
bubbles are
some
so
very
big.
inappropriate memes
Her kit
to
looks
make with
really,
that.
really fun.
I know, but if that's the syringe she uses on her patients, I can see why they might be nervous about getting sick.
Oh, for sure.
Hey, sometimes
Wow.
you gotta take your medicine. And since she's the head nurse at the Fortress
Yeah,
of
sometimes you
Maripede,
gotta take your medicine or
Seaweed
you're gonna
wants
be forced
everyone
to
to stay
take it.
healthy. She believes that taking care of your body is the most important goal. But she often encounters people who overwork themselves in the production zone, so she always tries to sneak them healthy meals. But she doesn't think that's a substitute for some proper rest.
Oh.
Take a page out of her book.
Yeah, seems like you'll need to be well fed and well rested
Yeah,
if you want to keep
Dainsley.
up with Sejuine.
If you
For
could ever
sure. She
sleep.
seems like such a caring and attentive person. But then what's she like when she fights?
Well, Sejuine is a hydro bow user. Her normal attack unleashes up to
pill.
3 consecutive attacks. During the second and third attack, Sejuine takes out a pill and tosses it at her opponent.
I saw that in the demo. It's like she's literally telling her opponents to take their medicine.
Look at the size of that thing.
She can make aimed shots using her
Yo, I want
charged
to question
attack.
where she's keeping
Once
them.
the shot is held and fully charged, Sejuine's bow will fire slow-moving ministration bubbles, dealing hydro damage
What?
to her target. Just make sure not
I like
to
the
release
bow.
her arrow. Oh, and also, Sejuine uses a specially made bubble gun to fire a giant bolstering bubble bomb during her elemental skill, Rebound Hydrotherapy. The projectile bounces between nearby opponents,
it's just a
dealing hydro
bubble
damage to
bouncing.
anyone it touches and restoring HP to all nearby party members, well, except for Sejuine herself.
Okay, so
Sejuine
she
will be healed a
spawns those
certain
drops.
amount of health when the bolstering bubble bomb disappears, which is based on her max HP.
Bolstering bubble bomb. Say that 3 times fast.
Please
You
don't
beat me
wake
to the
me.
punch there.
Travelers could
Oh,
have
the exact
a
same thing.
bubble blowing contest with their Sejuines. Would that be great? You can have that
Oh,
idea
it's
for free.
exactly
It's a
like
great
blowing
idea.
bubbles. The longer you hold her elemental skill, the larger the bubble
Ooh.
grows. Once the projectile is released, it will gradually decrease in size as it bounces
Why are
around.
these guys?
The bigger the
I
bubble,
gotta hurt
the
them.
greater the damage and healing effect.
Ooh.
And if a large bubble
Who hurt
hits a
them?
weaker enemy, they'll be trapped inside.
Whoa.
Guys, it's like she's trapping them in a cage of kindness.
Like the Hydro
You
Biscuit?
can tell she cares about her bedside manner is so strong.
Hey, wait a second. Are those the orbs that Nivelette drops? It looks like Sejuine creates 2 source water droplets when she fires a bubble. And it looks like she gains a bond of life when she touches them? How does that
I'm actually
work?
curious.
I can explain that as
Do
well.
her and
Since she
Nivelette-
has training
since
as a
the
nurse,
biscuit using the
Sejuine
same
understands
mechanic?
how to make the most of a dire situation. Her elemental skill creates
curious.
source water droplets, and Sejuine can give herself a bond of life by absorbing them. When that bond of life is cleared, Sejuine can regain some elemental energy based on the value of the bond of life.
Neat.
Ah, so Sejuine's healing can nullify her bond of life, and she can restore energy for herself.
Nice.
That's right.
That's clever.
While the bond of life is hazardous to most people, it can actually be perceived as a real advantage for Sejuine.
Of course, I gotta
After
show.
she unlocks her talent, detailed diagnosis, thorough treatment,
Perfect.
Sejuine's healing will be increased based on the total bond of life values across all the characters in her party.
Oh, thank goodness. Sounds like a Melusine can make the bond of life a lot less scary.
After using her elemental burst and absorbing nearby source water droplets, Sejuine will use the syringe to
Okay.
spray
that
enemies in
answers
front
the
of her.
question.
This attack deals continuous hydro damage.
Wait, that's so cute. Even her attacks are a form of medical
A
treatment.
huge syringe.
Yeah, I mean, hey, she just wants everyone to be as healthy as possible.
Yeah,
Good
right?
lord.
Sejuine wants every patient to
Talk
get a
about
proper
comical.
amount of rest. After unlocking her passive talent requires appropriate rest, unleashing her elemental skill
That's
will
appropriate
also
name.
trigger the semi-strict bed rest effect.
Oh.
This effect will grant her a hydro damage bonus and
All
several
right.
stacks of convalescence. When non-active characters deal damage with their off-field elemental skills, Sejuine can consume a stack
So
of
immediately
convalescence to
official
increase that
Xiaoling.
elemental skill damage.
Ooh.
I like how it's only semi-strict. It's like, not super strict, because she couldn't be super strict.
Just a little.
Wow, so it seems like the bond of life mechanic is pretty integral to both Sejuine and Claran's kits. That sure was a lot of information, though.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to see these abilities in
Lucky
action.
I don't.
And
idle
travelers
animation
won't
there.
just be limited to the play styles that they've seen here, right? As I understand it, the mechanics leave a lot of room for open experimentation.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
And outside of combat, Melusines are very connected to the ocean, so Sejuine always takes care of her companions during underwater exploration. Sejuine is especially helpful when her friends are endangered by underwater enemies. She can use her emergency dose talent to continuously restore HP to her party
Oh.
member for a period of time.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, doing so will lower all of their elemental and physical resistances.
Why?
There's always a price.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Why?
That
That's such a
seems like a
slap in
skill
the
that would
face.
come in handy, though. Siegeween is always looking out for us. Thanks, head nurse.
Of course.
This turned into
Oh,
an anime
and I've got
suddenly.
a quick question
Right
for you
there.
all.
Yes.
Have you noticed any differences between Siegeween and other Melazines?
She's human.
Well, I think her appearance and her interests definitely stand out. Like, if you ignore the tail and the feelers on her head, then she actually doesn't look that different from a human child.
Right.
How could you ignore those?
Right. Well, true, fair. But also, she's interested
Makes
in
me
beauty,
just
and she knows a lot about
staring
skincare,
at
and she
cotton
actually
candy.
even contributes to the most famous beauty magazine in Fontaine.
Did not know that.
Oh, and her medical knowledge.
Right.
We haven't encountered any other Meluzines who give medical treatment to humans. And Siegeween seems to care the most about the people of Fontaine.
And she's also one of the few Meluzines who work in the Fortress of Meripede, right?
Right.
I mean, generally speaking, not many people are willing to treat criminals. I mean, not even a Meluzine's open-mindedness usually goes that far, right?
That's funny.
Siegeween's does. And you're all bringing up great points. Don't you think that Siegeween's differences from the other Melazines make her seem more unique and approachable at the same time? In the Neri chapter, travelers will have the chance to learn more about the
Neri.
background of this very special
Good lord, that is the
Melazine
name.
in her personal story quest.
Woohoo!
Oh, that's awesome.
Hey, speaking of story quests, didn't travelers meet a mysterious youngster last version?
Oh?
Sometime during Sino's story quest? Well, travelers will now have the opportunity to add him to their parties. He recently left the desert and he's eager to travel around. So,
Weird.
Zach, why don't you introduce him?
Go, Zach.
Oh, me? Okay, then.
Oh,
Let's
shit,
take a
put me
look
on the
at
spot.
Sethos' demo.
If you're always asking why, you end up thinking yourself into a corner. Sometimes it's better to let go. Give me some space.
I like this design. I can't help but like it. Good one. That looks cool.
Oh,
Okay.
His design
Snow
is so
Robinson.
cool.
He looks amazing.
Yeah, the clothes and the hair, I love it.
Right?
Sethos didn't just get power and wisdom from his desert heritage, he's also talented in archery. Sethos has always
Weird
loved
choice.
hiking, and he has a great sense of direction. Whether he's exploring the desert or the rainforest, he knows the roads like the back of his hand. And he always knows where to find the best regional specialties.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, you probably know where this is going, but I'll say it anyway. When Sethos is in your team, he'll reveal the location of Sumeru
Wait, does
regional
that make him the
specialties
only
on the
four-star?
minimap.
Whoa.
Finds that stuff?
Wait, so I'm curious. He's lived in a remote desert for his entire life, and he carries the weight of such an ancient legacy. To me, it seems like someone with that kind of upbringing would either be, like, really introverted or just super arrogant, but Sethos doesn't seem like that at all.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Sethos is a very open-minded and cheerful person. As the successor to the mysterious Temple of Silence, he had more educational opportunities than other people who live in Sumeru's desert. His responsibilities drive him to learn about other people and places. He has a very open mind, and he tries to be optimistic. In fact, his personality is a huge help in getting along with other people.
So wait, that sounds like... are you saying he's a social butterfly?
I guess. He's a pretty busy guy, and he lives a pretty varied lifestyle. And he's around the same
Touche.
age as the General Mahamatra Sino. He occasionally visits the academia, he's always trying to make friends in Sumeru City, and he enjoys browsing goods at the Grand Bazaar. But we've already talked a lot about his hobbies. Let's move on to what he can do in combat.
I'm very curious. but
Sethos'
the
aim
icons
shot has
are
a
interesting.
special variant when charged to level 2. He can't move when his attack is charged to its second level, but it
Oh.
allows him to fire a powerful shadow-piercing shot that can pierce enemies, dealing
So it locks him
electro
in
damage to
place.
targets in its path.
Don't know how I feel
Sethos'
about that one
talent,
immediately.
Black Kite's Enigma, can decrease the charging time of his aim shot by consuming elemental energy. Some elemental energy will also be consumed after releasing the shot.
Nice.
Ooh, useful.
Yeah, and also I noticed his aim shots take a really long time to charge. So I think that means players need to store up elemental energy to fire the shadow-piercing shot faster, right?
Best have party
Hey,
members
wait a
who
minute. I
can
feel like this is the
generate
first Genshin
particles.
Impact character who
Doesn't mean-
actually consumes elemental energy while firing aimed shots.
What?
Yeah, you're right on.
Hey.
That's why Sethos has an elemental skill that helps him restore elemental energy.
Useful.
It's an ancient ritual that deals AoE electro damage, and it also restores
that an
elemental
ankle
energy
piece,
whenever a hit
essentially?
on an enemy triggers an overloaded, electrocharged, superconduct,
we're still
electroswirl,
continuing the
quicken,
trend of
aggravate, or
specific
hyperbloom reaction.
reactions.
That's a lot.
Teams.
But travelers
particular.
also have another option for firing powerful shots.
I'm fine with
By
that.
unleashing his elemental burst, Sethos will perform an ancient ritual that was passed down from King Deshret's era. He will enter the Twilight Meditation state, converting his normal
This also
attacks
feels
to
like a character that would've
enemy-piercing dusk
made him
bolts
be
that
a
deal
force-
increased
not a
damage
four-star,
based
but
on his
5-star.
elemental mastery.
Oh,
don't know.
that's cool. That sounds like a mini version of the shadow piercing shot, only it doesn't take as much time to fire.
Useful.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
also,
feels
it
like
seems
a
like the records of
more
King
like a
Deshret have a
burst
lot
off-
of powerful abilities.
on
So,
field.
between you and me, does that mean Sethos has mastered other mysterious rituals
I
and
would say a bit like
techniques?
you and Mia.
Of course!
Kind of gives me that
I'm
similar
sure that the
gameplay
Temple
model.
of Silence has a whole archive of secrets.
Oh,
One of his
I'm sure
other
they do.
talents will also increase the damage dealt by a shadow-piercing shot for a period of time based on his elemental mastery.
Okay,
That's so
all
cool.
right. Sounds like the Temple of Silence is a
that
real
wind
impressive
up.
legacy.
No kidding.
So many ancient rituals.
Sethos is definitely a talented fighter who
enjoy
can make full
reading
use of
the
his
Hill
martial
books.
heritage. He's similar to Colorand in that sense.
Yeah. Oh, wow. We finished the first mission.
Nice. I wonder what the next one's gonna be. Let's get it.
Oh, it looks like we'll have to uncover hidden secrets in our next mission.
Why are all you guys looking at me?
Well, I mean, secrets are kind of your area of expertise.
All your
Touche.
character does is speak in riddles.
Speak plainly, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good point. Okay, well, I guess I'm the only one who can shed some light on the hidden
Oh,
secrets.
here he goes.
So here we go.
No, God.
Archon
Who let
Quest
him?
Chapter 4, Act 6, Bedtime Story will become available
This
in
sounds like
version
something that should have appeared in
4.7.
Sumerian.
Travelers will finally reunite with Dainsleaf, who will share more information about Conria's past.
Ooh.
That's what you guys were waiting for, right?
Yeah. And also, I, got to break out my voice acting skills for this patch, you guys.
Oh my gosh, words come out of your mouth.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. This time,
Watch it be
Ether and
just 5
Lumine will get
words.
to meet face to face.
Watch it be
And
that.
based on what we heard in the trailer, it seems like the Loom of Fate is now complete. So travelers can look forward to learning more about Kari Bear in this quest.
We can't.
Hold up, what?
Just can't reveal everything right now. Okay, leave
My
some
eyebrows
secrets
raised.
for me. These are important secrets that
Wasn't
travelers should
exactly
uncover
included
for
for that quest.
themselves.
Oh, okay,
We can
okay.
call off the snipers. Call off the snipers.
Right? I know, I get it that everyone can barely contain their excitement. So, I will throw you a bone. To help tide you over until the next update, I'll be sharing a special surprise with y'all.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
Come
Oh, I
on.
love surprises.
It is. You'll know very soon, I promise. But
There it
first,
is.
first, we need to introduce the event wishes.
All right.
Okay? So,
Okay, what we
in
all
the
care
first
for.
phase of version 4.7, Chlorand and Alhaitham will be
Okay,
featured
so
in the
spacing
event
between
wishes.
Chlorand and Seedwing.
Sethos will be the new 4-star unit that appears on this event wish banner. And in the second phase of the version, travelers can look forward to event
Of
wishes
course,
from
I gotta do double
Seedwing and
hydro.
Farina.
Nice.
And, because there's never enough, a new 5-star sword, Absolution, and a new 5-star bow,
Simple
Silver
name, I
Shower
like it.
Heartstrings, will
Silver
also be
Shower
featured on their
Heartstrings.
respective weapon
That's
banners.
adorable
They look
name.
so good.
So cool. So good, right? All right. Okay. I've made y'all wait long enough.
What was that
Let's
one?
bring out the surprise.
Yes!
I hope everyone enjoys it.
Let's go.
What is this? I'm now curious. Oh. Ooh. Me like. I was about to say, is this them finally giving us news about the anime that we're going to be doing? About a year ago? Okay. Very interesting. Yeah, I think this is pretty much them finally giving us an update on that.
Even over, I can point you out. The answer is
I was wondering how they were going to approach this, doing an anime for the game. No, that answers the question.
this journey of ours has been bittersweet. Close my eyes, wondering what you
So I'm going to assume it's going to be like the past and then present, jumping between the two.
Here standing next to
Paimon.
would you know how I feel and see what I see?
Ooh.
Know that I will always try when you're with
The
them
location transition
and
is pretty accurate.
dark, I see you shining bright. And no matter where you are,
There are Ranas.
may this fall, showing the way when
Ooh,
all is
Calibar
falls
quest.
apart.
Curious who the music is for this. 'Cause I'm now concerned just a little bit on the DMCA side.
Minutes away, and the ice
But
won't
hopefully it ain't
elevate.
copyrighted.
Have you taken off? Are you already on your way? No matter where you are, I've come with you this far. I'm never really lost. Our paths will surely cross.
Guess those stars represent the mean and ether. That is such a nice picture. Or perfect artwork, honestly. It's weird how we're just now, it's like, we were mentioned the Luma Fate, and now it's just like, okay. Didn't even get the chance to stop it. Okay. Well, I guess there was the line that was said, a power from another world. Guess that might be the power from another world. But I guess, like it is, a million questions and not enough answers. That's all what can be said. Either way, definitely excited for all of them. Except those I'm intrigued to see where the team compositions for him can be fitted in. Corinne, I feel like she's already gonna have some interesting ones. But like they continue the trend of reactionary teams, more of them. Which, I'm down for that. I honestly hope this music is not DMCA. I genuinely hope. I genuinely hope not. Because I'd be really concerned. But I guess I'll find out when this
back,
video's
travelers.
uploaded.
Thank you.
Hey.
I think it's about time we introduce this domain behind us.
Yes, yes, bring on the challenge. I'm so ready.
Dun dun dun.
You sound ready. The location of this challenge seems pretty intriguing. Paimon and the Traveler discovered a secret room within the Mondstadt Library, and they've received an invitation to participate in a mysterious performance.
Oh, I love secret rooms in libraries. I've always wanted one. So that's right, the all-new event, Imaginarium Theater,
Alice.
will become available in version 4.7
On
for
it right now.
travelers who are adventure rank 35 or higher.
Nice. Wait, so this is a library?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
The coolest library.
I know, it looks a lot different from what I
35.
imagined. It's huge.
Yeah, it kind of looks more
That
like a
part, you're
magic
pushing
castle.
chapter 2,
Right?
Right?
So cool. I would live there.
Please.
In the
So
comments, what's
travelers
chapter
will
2's
encounter a
point?
concierge in the area who calls himself
the plushies.
Wolfie.
Aww.
I know.
It's adorable.
He's so cute.
Can we please
He'll
have that
reveal
in our
that this
teapot?
room was
I want
created by
that.
a mage, and that he's waiting for a guest to take the stage. He is also a poet. That guest will hopefully put on a magnificent performance by becoming the main character of the mage's story.
Bring on that main character energy.
Ooh.
Monzac.
After arriving in this room, travelers just need to interact with this strange book in order to participate in the Imaginarium Theater Challenge.
Wow, that was fast. But what kind of challenge is it?
Oh, let me tell you. Imaginarium Theater contains a series of combat challenges with different battle conditions. Now, only characters who wield specific elemental types will be allowed to participate. So travelers will have to select characters who meet the requirements of the challenge.
Oh, I get it. But what if we don't have enough characters in our roster who meet the requirements?
Good thinking, but you won't have to worry about that. Because first off, 6 characters will be designated as the initial lineup
What
for each
is going on
challenge.
with the
Trial
icon
characters will be
for
provided for travelers that are
on the
missing any of those
Clarand?
characters.
Noise.
And travelers
Down
can
here,
also
what's
invite
going on
special
there?
guest characters to
Just
participate
say
in the
the name,
challenges
not level.
that aren't restricted by the event requirements. In addition, travelers can also designate a certain number of characters
cat
as
right there.
supports for their friends. They can also select their friends' supporting characters to join their own team.
That's a nice way to get to try new characters.
Right? Friends. Who would say no to more friends?
Support each other in staged combat.
Friends helping each other. And during the current challenge period, those 6 designated characters who make the initial lineup will gain fantastical blessings. This will grant them buffs that remain potent even outside of the Imaginarium Theater Challenge.
Wait. So you're saying those
What?
buffs aren't just active during the challenge itself?
Yes!
Wow.
You're kidding. Wait, okay, the mage behind the theater must be super powerful.
Oh, super
wonder
powerful.
who it is.
And I know that everyone's probably wondering why it looked like we had to select so many characters just now, but characters will consume vigor while participating in Imaginarium Theater combat challenges. So when a character's vigor is fully depleted, they will no longer be able to fight, and you will have to replace them with a new character.
It's time for some R&R.
I get it. So when you select your characters, you have to pay attention to how well they work together.
Yes.
And also how well they can fill in for each other.
Exactly.
Involved strategy.
And I should also mention that not all selected characters will immediately appear in your team. Some characters can only be gathered by progressing through the story. They can formally be added to your team at the end of an Imaginarium Theater battle, or when you encounter certain special events.
Cool. So assembling your team is part of the challenge.
Yes, which makes it even more fun. But let me explain a little more about the special events that I mentioned. Travelers can choose to spend Fantasia flowers to trigger events during the story. Now, some events will unlock certain characters for battle, and others may trigger certain perils, certain doom. So, travelers will have to choose very carefully.
Ooh, no pressure.
Right?
Travelers can collect performance tour
I feel like we're
rewards
gonna be
by
seeing the
completing
Hexen Circle
challenges
again.
and finalizing their performance results. The first time they complete a challenge, travelers will also receive a debut performance gift.
Ooh, presents.
Travelers who feel particularly confident
now
can try
notice
to
that little
attain the star challenge
plushie
condition
design.
during
Not
each
plushie.
stage.
The
You'll
chibi
be able
design
to
of that
obtain different levels of performance
Racing
medals that
princess is the boar
correspond with the
princess, by the
difficulty
way.
of the challenge.
Just now noticed.
These medals can be displayed on their profile.
Go ahead and show off.
And that's not all, right? Travelers can also obtain toy medals during this event, which they can exchange with Wolfie the Concierge. In return, travelers will receive special poses for their characters when taking photos.
Oh, awesome!
Right?
Travelers will be able to take all sorts of new cool pictures. I
was
am
wondering when we were gonna
excited to
see these.
see new poses.
So hyped.
Me too. And also, more poses will be added whenever Imaginarium Theater is updated.
Yes. And finally, each performance in the Imaginarium Theater has several difficulty levels, and each one has a different number of challenges. Higher difficulty levels will yield even better rewards.
Bring it on.
As
Some rush.
Wolfie the Concierge
Are they
likes
implying
to
this is not
say,
limited time?
When the brilliant golden glow of the treasure beckons, don't you hesitate. Just go
open it.
How can he be so
That's
cute?
amazing.
I don't know. Somehow I still didn't make him as cute as he actually is.
Of course, it'll take time for travelers to raise the necessary characters and understand how they fit into this new challenge. And I'm sure travelers are always looking for ways to get more Primo Gems.
Always.
Just said the magic word.
Gimme.
Each month, Imaginarium Theater will alternate with updates with the Spiral Abyss. In addition, the total rewards that can be gained from the Spiral Abyss has been increased from 600 Primo Gems to 800 Primo
That's
Gems.
nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
It only took them
More information will
3
be
years
available
later.
across Genshin Impact's official social media accounts, so keep a lookout.
Felt like
Aye,
that's just
aye.
ragging on
Ooh,
them.
the
at this
background
point.
is changing.
Ooh, here we go,
Let's see what else this version has in store.
Yes, please.
Mutual security enhancing simulation. Huh. I see some hilly
Cloud
trolls and ruin
Forged
guards,
Bow.
so I'm assuming this is one of those monster fighting events.
Yes, sort of. Travelers won't be engaging monsters directly. Instead, they'll be able to command monsters to fight in a cooperative simulation. The Millilith will be hosting a strategic war game to improve their understanding of security needs throughout Tevat. They'll be accompanied by
surprised then, of all
representatives
people?
from Mondstadt's Knights of Favonius, Inazuma's Yashiro
There it is.
Commission,
I was wondering.
Sumeru's Corps of 30, and
Also,
Fontaine's
wait, why the
Special
Yashiro
Patrol.
Commission?
Their joint exercise is intended to
When did the
improve military
Conjo- not
tactics
Conjo.
across the continent.
Sir, yes, sir.
Wow.
My
You're
brain's
making
forgetting
this
the
event
third
sound really
commission.
official.
It's basically the
That was my
police.
official voice. I'm just doing my best. As I was saying, you can play 2 different kinds of scenarios in the event: assault scenarios and defense scenarios. As special representatives to the simulation, travelers will need to analyze enemy formations and deploy the
Interesting.
best units for completing the challenge.
In assault scenarios, you only need to select your combat units and deploy them within your staging area. So once the scenario begins, the unit will automatically start attacking your opponent. So sit back and I don't know if you can relax when these things are coming at you, but try.
Clearly not.
Pew pew.
Ooh, okay, I'm gonna give this a try.
Ooh, brave.
Yeah, okay.
Do it.
What is this?
How come my hilly churl archers got wiped out so quickly?
Oh, no. Oh, okay, sorry, I forgot to mention something important.
You
Sorry.
know.
I know. But here, we can fix it now. Some types of combat units are more effective against others. Ranged units like hilly churl archers are vulnerable to melee units like mighty churls. But don't fret, you can turn a bad situation around if you choose the best units to tackle the opponents on the battlefield.
Just choose the best unit, Zach.
Exact, just choose the
It's
best
like
units.
Just
Pokemon.
choose the best unit.
Simple fix.
In defense scenarios, you need to deploy units to effectively counter enemies who are attacking from multiple directions. So, defeated enemy units will drop support beacons, which can then be used to deploy additional combat units and frontline structures.
As the unit's commander, travelers can use their leadership skills to create favorable conditions for their team. And if they're successful, then travelers can obtain various rewards
Kinda similar
from
to
the
some of the other
Mutual
games
Security
we've done.
Enhancing Simulation
Well,
event.
events we've
These
gotten some
rewards
to.
include Primo Gems, a Crown
the
of
bow?
Insight,
Guess what
and
that bow
a
does.
4-star bow, Cloud
bow?
Forged.
Oh,
Cloud
gimme!
Forged.
Okay. And next up, we're introducing another combat-related event, Endless Forms Most Martial.
Alright, here's the whale
Ooh,
event.
Okay, I'm guessing that this one is
Assuming.
gonna test some different skills.
Yeah, you betcha. In the previous event, travelers only got to simulate combat, but the environment on a real battlefield is way more unpredictable. And that's why it's important to come up with combat tactics on the fly and take advantage of battlefield conditions. So, in Endless Forms Most Martial, travelers will have to defeat enemies according to the special rules of each stage. For example, some challenges may require travelers to defeat enemies affected by the electrocharged condition, and that is the only way to accumulate progress towards the challenge goal. Now, once they satisfy the requirements, they'll be able to earn rewards.
I'm appreciating all these rewards.
Yes, I love rewards. So this is one of those challenges that requires you to strategize.
Indeedy. Oh, okay. Let's move on to our
What
next
was that?
event. I'm gonna try this announcer voice. Yeah. I've gotten a report about a loud boom that just went off in a rather unremarkable part of Fontaine.
Uh-oh.
Ooh,
I like that news.
it must have come from that crocodile-shaped cannon. That thing looks pretty scary.
Never fear, viewers. I wouldn't worry about it, actually.
Phew.
This cannon was modified by a Fontanian engineer. It's now just a toy cannon that you can use to fire hydro bullets. So why not have some fun with it?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, why not indeed, if that's the case? Travelers
return
will
of
need to
the
allocate
thing
energy to
from
the
the summer
cannon and
event.
choose the correct firing mode to destroy as many
Last year's
target
summer
balls as
event.
possible within the time limit. They'll even be rewarded for their trouble.
Was there ever a doubt? In order to keep the event interesting, special types of target balls will appear during the challenge. They will produce different effects when they are destroyed. So, be sure to check it out for yourselves in the new update.
You guys, that's my kind of old school arcade games, because I'm an old school. I'm just old. Anyway,
It's like, oh, no, not that.
our next event takes place in the land of Mondstadt. Travelers will encounter a familiar light novelist who recently completed a new script. Travelers who follow her script will be able to embark on a wondrous journey of literature and imagination. And the script will lead travelers to mysterious locales where they will have the opportunity to earn rewards. That is, if they can evade bullet curtain assaults from, various mechanisms and collect enough labyrinth coins. No big deal, you can do it.
Easy peasy. Wicked warlocks will also be scattered across the field. Ooh, alliteration. I like it. If you defeat them, then you can earn even more coins.
Ooh, it looks like we'll have to move really skillfully if we want to avoid all those attacks.
No pressure.
But hey, don't worry. Travelers can take advantage of adventure techniques to gain special buffs. So these buffs will make the oncoming bullets a lot easier to deal with. You'll also be able to get rewards more easily if you're smart about how you use them.
That sounds great.
So great.
Speaking of strategies, the new version will be adding more updates to the
Hey,
Genius
more of
Invocation
this.
TCG. Travelers can look forward to
Who
new character
cares?
cards, monster cards,
sure there's probably,
and
like,
action
the
cards.
1%
Also,
who care.
more NPCs will be
Like
ready
how it
to
works for all of them.
challenge travelers in the open world. Oh,
And I hope they're ready to lose.
oh well.
They could take a challenge.
Oh, also, the Leyline Overflow event will also return in the new version, so don't miss out.
Whew, that was a lot of information. Let's take a break while we take a look at the last redemption code. See you soon.
The cat. That cat. It's like it has seen some shit. Why does it look like that? So I just noticed, is it wearing a cloak? So, I am very curious. The whole theater thing I'm curious about. Did they even imply that was limited time? Because I didn't see any indication that it was limited time. So, the way they were phrasing it sounded very much in the vein of it was a permanent addition to the game. But I may have misheard it. Who knows? We'll just have to see. And I'm curious from the story perspective of what's going on there. Because the last time we heard anything about a mage, it's pretty obvious that it referred to Alice or someone. I wouldn't even be surprised if it's Lisa. Or at least the Hudson Circle in general. So let us see what is the closing window here. I feel like more for like the events and stuff is kind of mid. Well, it's being carried by the obvious Archon quest coming out, so I'm not surprised. Tone down one thing and turn up the other. The usual routine. I'm curious if we'll find out what the whole board thing.
And we're
Hello,
back!
back,
everybody.
We're back.
We're back.
Hello.
Welcome
sent
back to the version
here.
4.7 special program. Looks like we completed this domain
The
challenge.
bottles do
was
not
there ever
match
any
with what's
doubt?
going on in the
Jake.
background.
I think you'll find I am very, very pro.
Now it's time to tell everyone about the new optimizations in the latest
I
update.
partially heard
Yes,
about
please.
these.
First up, The encounter point system for collecting daily commission rewards will now be unlocked at adventure rank 24.
Okay.
Hopefully, this helps travelers level up more quickly.
Nice.
That system is so
And now
great.
for some really exciting news. Traveler's max dressing will be increased from 160 to 200.
Jesus, 200. Hey,
You
200.
might notice from the video that version 4.7 will have some other optimizations. Be sure to check them out for yourselves in-game.
Okay. Ooh, I like that.
All right, that
I'm
looks
curious
like
how
all
that
the
works.
information we have to share today. Bye, travelers.
It took him 3 years to do that.
Just kidding.
wait.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Of
Okay.
course, I wouldn't sign off without giving you guys the chance to talk about your time here on the special program. How
I was
was
about to
it?
say.
I have things to
All three of
say.
them were about
No,
to kick
I'm-
your ass.
I'm so thrilled to join this amazing voice cast, and I'm excited for everyone to get to see Siegeween in action and add her to your parties, I hope, and
Yes.
just see how cute she is with her little pills and her adorable little syringe.
We just want to go now. Just
Oh my god. And like,
pull her
Thank you very
cheeks.
much.
yeah, same here to everything
Grab
that
the
Sarah
cheeks.
said. It's such an honor to join the cast. I'm
Sequence
so
cheeks.
excited that Clarend is finally
Like
coming
a very
out.
anime
I hope
format.
everyone has fun like meeting her and learning more about her.
Oh, I'm sure a lot of people
also,
want to learn
I'm
about
really
her.
excited for these combat events. I don't know about you guys, but
And
I've
that's
been
what
playing
she
this
said.
game, and my favorite thing's beating things up in this world.
Yeah. No, me too.
Love fighting these monsters.
And you guys, I have not
true.
been playing this game for years, and so while Dainsleif is a man of mystery, this game, so much of it is a mystery to me. And you guys were so welcoming today, and I learned so much. And I don't know, is this the thing that finally gets me to start playing?
Oh.
Are you guys a gateway?
Oh.
Did that just happen?
Did we get
This
him?
is it. Yeah, it's been absolutely awesome doing this with you guys. I'm so excited for Imaginarium Theater.
Curious about
Of
that
course,
one.
all the new characters. And the new Archon quest because I got some new voice lines.
Oh, yeah.
Watch them be like 5 letters or 5 words.
More.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming, guys, and see y'all in game.
See y'all in game.
Bye, everybody.
All right. Oh. Oh, meaning our next patch is literally Natlin. What in the world? We in the prehistoric now. What? Like, I know we were implied about the whole Natlin being a nation of dragons. Yo, what in the world is this? I have many questions, and I want them on my desk right now. What what is going on? I like the music. Why did we suddenly just get into Apex? Or Borderlands? What in the world? That's awesome. Now I'm excited. Now I'm even more excited for Natlin than I ever was. Either way, hopefully y'all like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz, and see you on the next video. Holy cow, this is awesome. I'm already excited for Natlin now. Either way, bye!